when you talk about the UI system, because it's primarily federally funded, and we get budget from the federal government, as good as that is, that state taxpayers aren't paying for that, and we supplement it a little bit, but you're still working within the framework of the federal money that you're getting, so you've got to make decisions based on that. The commissioner has spoken about the potential for the federal government realizing that this event showed the failure to meet public expectations about state unemployment systems was very clear. I mean, we had, in addition to the state phone system, the phone system that labor had set up and the call centers that they had set up literally on the fly when this happened, you had legislative offices that were being inundated by their constituents with complaints, and folks in legislative offices being pressed into service to work with the Department of Labor people to try to solve people problems. You had congressional offices being swamped the same way, and they were working with their states as well. It became an all-consuming problem. I think there's some goals that, you know, the federal government needs to step in and fix this type of problem, and maybe instead of having 50 separate state systems, you have one federal system that can be adapted for each state's individual nuances, right? But it's still being driven by a federal system that works in each 50 states. That would solve a whole lot of problems, still requiring state administration, but the system would work a lot better nationally than each individual state having its own challenges. If you're all using the same technology, all right, and when Congress decides to change something, you're really only fixing something once instead of fixing it 50 times, right? And if you can design an unemployment insurance system that works like that, and there's going to be a whole lot of details that have to go into it because you've got federal policies, then you have state policies on top of that because the states pay the benefits. It becomes, you need something flexible. Yeah. So there's a real interesting challenge to meet that goal. It's easy to say, yes, we should have one system that is infinitely adjustable for any type of state policies that may or may not come down in the future. Oh, sure, we can do that. You know, that's a whole lot easier said than done.
Yeah.